Tesla's V11 software update has been out for a couple of months now. This was a holiday update that added some pretty cool features, like the ability to do a light show in the Model 3 and the Model Y, and it also did some quite significant interface changes. So for example, all of the icons have been upgraded, they look a little bit prettier now. Now that all sounds well and good, but guess what? I hate this update. This update has made my car ever so slightly more annoying to use, and in this video I'm going to go over the main things that bug me about the software changes. So first thing, this is probably my biggest issue. Let's say we want to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That'll be nice, won't it? What a delightful day we'll have. So we're shown this navigation screen. We've got all of the instructions on where we go, and if we click here, we can just begin our journey, and these instructions change, you know, it's just like Google Maps. Well, I have no idea why they removed this, but before the software update, you used to be able to see a battery icon, I think it was there, and it would estimate how much battery power you would have at the end of your journey. So what I like to do when I was driving along every half an hour or so was I'd just click this button and I'd say, okay, I should have about 33% battery by the time I get to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Whereas now, because they for some reason got rid of that projected battery, I have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the instructions, and then we can see our projected battery on arrival right at the bottom. So they've not got rid of it completely, but remember, I have to do that while I'm driving, so I'm concentrating on the road. I have to click once, I then have to scroll all while driving. I might be like on a bumpy road and getting chucked about a little bit, and I have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the instructions just so I can check if I'm actually going to be able to make this journey without having to stop and charge somewhere. Why would they get rid of it? Why is it all the way at the bottom now? That's so weird. Now, things being harder to find is a running theme in this software update. They've added a feature where you can move your apps around, quite similar to a smartphone, so I can grab this and I can shove it there and then it's pinned to the bottom, so that's excellent. Now, when I first got the update, I noticed that my heated seat button that used to be there was no longer there, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go into the apps and I'll drag it onto the bar. There isn't a heated seat icon there to drag. Watch how much of a faff on it is now to turn on my heated seat, because I have to go into the full aircon menu. So right now my aircon's off, which I quite often like to have my aircon off to conserve battery while driving. So if I click here, it automatically turns on. I didn't want it to turn on. I just have to click it twice now to bring up the actual menu. So now you can see my aircon has turned on, which remember, I didn't want it turned on, but at least now I can turn on my heated seat. That's great. But then because I don't want my aircon on, I have to turn it back off. How many clicks was that? That was like 5 different clicks instead of just one like it was before the update. Now you can avoid bringing up the full menu by swiping, which doesn't always work, as you can see, but then I can access my heated seat from there. But as you can see, it still turns my aircon on, which remember, I don't always want to do. Oh, bloody hell. Next annoying thing, Sentry Cam. So Sentry Cam is the 4 cameras that are always recording around the car. Now before this update, if something weird happened on the road that you wanted to save for insurance purposes, for example, all you would do is you'd just click a little button, and it was right there, and it was really easy. It was one button. Now when I first got that update, I saw the button was missing. I panicked a bit, but I was like, hey, don't worry, Jack, it's right there, dash cam. So I dragged it onto my little bar, and I thought to myself, well, the Sentry Cam icon is very similar to the rear camera icon, but I guess that's not the biggest deal, although it does increase the chances of clicking the wrong button while you're driving. But anyway, I then tested it to see if I could save a clip, and this isn't the thing to save clips. This just brings up your saved Sentry Cam footage. So now in order to save footage, it is no longer just one easy click. You actually have to go into the controls and then you just click here where it's recording, and then that saves recent footage. So it's not an absolute nightmare, but it is twice as many buttons, which is annoying when you're trying to do something in a rush, you know what I mean? Now, as well as Sentry Cam, there's other things that you have to go into this controls menu to access, including the profiles. So that's twice as many clicks. I understand it's not that annoying. However, sometimes when I get in the car automatically sets to Becky's profile instead of my profile. So the seat starts pushing me forward and I like run out of room for my legs, as you can see. And in a desperate panic, I have to click and change it back to my profile, which is now twice as hard because there's an extra button involved. And it's the same with the wipers. They are now accessed from within this control menu as well. But that's certainly not the biggest deal in the world. Now, the final thing that I have found very annoying, when you buy a brand new Tesla, they give you 12 months of premium connectivity for free. This basically means you've got internet access in your car. So if you're at a service station, you can watch Netflix. If you're on the motorway, you can get live traffic updates for if there's been an accident further up ahead. And you get access to music services like Spotify. However, this premium connectivity ends after 12 months. And if you want to keep it going, you have to pay Tesla £9.99 a month, which this isn't specific to the software update, but it's something that's quite annoying in a car that is as expensive as a Tesla. The fact that you then have £9.99 a month to pay just to access basic things like live traffic updates. Now, Spotify is built into the car. There's an exclusive icon for it and everything. And because I pay for Spotify, all I need to do is just sign into my premium Spotify account, and then at least I can access Spotify, even if I can't access things like Netflix and YouTube and live traffic updates. So the Spotify app even teases you with all of the things that you don't have access to. You can see I can't play any of these, but but I can view them. So let's just sign into Spotify, which, by the way, that's hard to do in itself. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom and find this tiny little sign in button. So I went and did this earlier today. I typed in my email. I'll just type in an example email just for the purposes of this. And then I spent ages typing in my password, which is one of those complicated user-generated ones, which has got uppercase, lowercase, symbols. So it took me a good 2 minutes typing this in earlier. And then I was ready for access to Spotify once again. I clicked sign in, and nothing happened. It just aborted. It didn't give me a, you've successfully signed in. It didn't give me a, login details incorrect. It just literally doesn't work. It just takes you back to the previous page and you have to click sign in. My details were correct, but for some reason, just because of a Tesla bug, I cannot currently access the Spotify premium account that I pay for. Now, I assume at least that one will be fixed because that's a bug, but I really hope that some of the other things that get mentioned in this video will be changed as well. The main one being my projected battery range not being pinned to the top of the navigation system. I have no idea why you would only be able to access that by scrolling all the way to the bottom of the instructions. That just seems so counterproductive. But anyway, those are my main gripes with the new V11 software update. There is one cool new feature we do have to look forward to. I've seen Teslas in China can now change the colour of their car on their screen, which, because my car's pink, that'll be a really cool cosmetic thing that we could do. So as soon as that software update is available in the UK, we will be making a video about it, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of the complaints that I've raised in this video, and if you've noticed anything else annoying about the V11 update, then please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.